Sometimes a piece of news makes the whole world pause. That's what happened on September 20th, 2025. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia made an announcement that stunned everyone, especially Filipinos. Usually stories about overseas workers are about struggle and sacrifice. But this time, it was different. It was a public statement of pure praise. Headlines from Manila to Riyadh lit up with the news. Imagine hearing that some of the most powerful people in the world are not just talking about your countrymen, they're celebrating them. The shock wasn't that Filipinos work hard. The shock was that it was finally being recognized, loudly and proudly. Words have power. On this day, they built bridges. For millions of Filipinos, it was a moment of validation and hope. It was a good day, a real good day, and it all started with a few words that changed everything. So, what exactly happened? Let's break it down. Why did this one statement cause such a stir? Because sometimes the best things in life are the ones you never expect. Let's dive in. To understand the impact, you need to know the history. For decades, millions of Filipinos, overseas Filipino workers or OFWs, have left home to work in Saudi Arabia. They're nurses, engineers, helpers, professionals, the backbone of many industries. Their sacrifices power the Philippine economy and support families back home. This isn't just about politics or oil, it's about people, families connected across continents. Life as an OFW isn't easy. New country, new culture, and often tough challenges. We've all heard stories of struggle and loneliness. That's why this recognition matters so much. For every hardship, there are also stories of success and respect. The relationship is complex, but at its heart are the contributions of Filipino workers. They've helped build Saudi society for a generation. Their presence is everywhere, even if their efforts weren't always acknowledged, until now. This moment shines a light on their true value, and it's long overdue. So, what did the Saudi royals actually say? During a major economic forum, senior royals spoke from the heart about the Filipino community. They called Filipinos hardworking, honest, and joyful, words rarely heard in diplomatic circles. One royal said, "When you hire a Filipino, you're hiring a partner in your success." They praised not just the work, but the spirit and loyalty of Filipinos. Stories were shared, like a hospital run almost entirely by Filipino nurses during a crisis. Filipinos weren't just employees, they were called heroes and partners. This was a major shift, a public acknowledgement of their true worth. The royals tied this praise to their vision for the future, calling Filipinos essential partners as Saudi Arabia grows. It wasn't just about the past, it was about building together. For hundreds of thousands of Filipinos, these words were long-awaited recognition. It was genuine, heartfelt, and powerful. The world took notice, and so did every Filipino. The reaction in the Philippines was electric. Social media exploded with pride. #Pinoy Pride and #Thank You Saudi Arabia trended for days. Families of OFWs shared stories and photos, calling their loved ones heroes. News channels ran the story on repeat. Government officials expressed gratitude. For many, it was personal. Children of OFWs said, "Now the world sees my mom the way I do." Filipino workers in Saudi Arabia felt seen and valued. Online groups buzzed with joy. Even Saudi employers echoed the praise. It was a morale boost like no other. Recognition matters. It's not just about money, it's about respect. These words validated years of sacrifice and struggle. They honored families and uplifted a nation. The message was clear. Your contribution is important. You are important. For a country that treasures its overseas workers, this was a moment to celebrate. It was unity, pride, and hope, all in one. A beautiful thing to witness. So what's next? Is this just talk or the start of real change? Public praise from the top sets a new tone. It could mean better protections and opportunities for Filipinos in Saudi Arabia. The royals called Filipinos partners in growth, opening doors to new fields and higher positions. As Saudi Arabia diversifies, skilled Filipinos will be in demand. This is more than policy, it's about changing hearts and minds. Respect breaks down barriers and builds stronger communities. When leaders show respect, everyone follows. It's a reminder kindness and dignity matter, no matter where you're from. These words cross borders and cultures. They showed the world what's possible when we see the best in each other. Here's to a brighter, more hopeful future for everyone. God bless you all.